Nintendo announced on Friday, March 28th, that the live-action Legend of Zelda movie, directed by Wes Ball, will premiere in theaters on March 26, 2027. Following this news, movie insider Daniel Richman stated that The Legend of Zelda may be split into a film trilogy. Filmmaker Wes Ball is known for his 2024's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Back in January 2010, Ball tweeted out, "Since I could never even hope to have the chance to direct it, the next big mocap Avatar-like movie should be The Legend of Zelda." Back on November 8th, 2023, Nintendo announced the development of a live-action Legend of Zelda film, produced by Zelda creator Shigeru Miyamoto and Avi Arad. The film will be produced by Nintendo and Arad Productions and directed by Wes Ball. The film will be co-financed by Nintendo and Sony Pictures Entertainment, with more than 50% financed by Nintendo. The theatrical distribution of the film will be done worldwide by Sony Pictures Entertainment Incorporated. The Legend of Zelda series has been a franchise that has always been near and dear to my heart. The idea of the Legend of Zelda movie has always been debated within the Nintendo community. Is it possible to make a great Zelda film that captures the integrity of the video games? In my opinion, absolutely. I prefer lesser-known actors to take on these roles, especially Link and Zelda. If this movie becomes a trilogy, the first movie should start off as an origin tale, similar to Ocarina of Time, featuring only one Link and dismantling the entire timeline. Obviously, the toughest decision for this movie is who is playing the chosen hero Link and Princess Zelda. I do not want well-known young Hollywood actors to portray Link and Zelda. There must be integrity and a pureness to these roles, which hasn't been tainted by superhero fatigue. Link mainly does not speak in the Zelda games. Comicbook.com asked Wes Ball whether Link will speak or not. Quote, "A or B or C. I'll just have it like the game. You just have a little dialogue boxes pop up in the movie, and you pick up which one you want. Link does communicate to villagers all over through the game. You just don't hear his voice." If Wes Ball is approaching this film in a very grounded way, the appearance of young Link and young Zelda from Ocarina of Time is the classic choice. For young Link, a child male actor between the ages of 8, 9, maybe 12 years old the most, who has high energy since Link runs and fights a lot with his sword and shield, who can sincerely express high emotions if Link does not speak. If Wes does adult Link, a combination of adult Link from Twilight Princess and adult Link from Ocarina of Time is the appropriate choice. Armed with the classic Hylian shield and legendary Master Sword, wearing the traditional green hat, tunic, boots, belt, and carrying various items he collects in the games. And maybe something more unique, like a Batman-inspired utility belt. For Princess Zelda, similar to Link, a young female actress between the ages of 9, maybe 12 years old, who is very mature for her age and almost an old soul. She must be wiser than most people, and her emotions must reflect wisdom, light, and courage. Her eyes also must tell the story when she speaks on screen, and tension due to Gandorf's threat to Hyrule. For young Zelda, she is wearing her classic headpiece with a very light blue dress with pink colors that are imprinted with the Hylian Triforce symbols. For adult Zelda, her appearance should also be a combination of Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, resembling her classic princess appearance of royal beauty. I can see Wes casting Freya Allan again from his Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes as adult Zelda. She has an expressive and youthful face and high energy. I also think she matches Twilight Princess Zelda, but I'm also okay if he decides on someone new. If we are following the events of Ocarina of Time, Gandorf should be introduced first, before we see him transform into Ganon, depending if Wes Ball decides prosthetic makeup or motion capture. For his voice, I always imagine Billy Zane, Cal from Titanic, playing Gandorf's voice.
My fiancé! Yes, you are, and my...
Or Gerard Butler from 300 and The Phantom of the Opera.
This is Sparta!
Hounded down by everyone, met with hatred everywhere.
Both actors can bring out that cunning, gritty, and dark menacing presence, which is required for the King of Evil. Impa is known for being Princess Zelda's attendant. In Ocarina of Time, when Ganondorf betrays the king, Impa flees Hyrule Castle with young Zelda, hiding her in secret from the evil king. I can think of no one better than Danish actress Connie Nielsen, best known for playing Wonder Woman's mother, Hippolyta, and Lucilla in Ridley Scott's Gladiator. Nielsen resembles so much of Impa by her appearance. She is perfect to give off that sternness when something isn't right. Also fierce and skilled in battle, she is capable of handling herself when surrounded by Ganondorf's forces. Father of Princess Zelda and the ruling monarch of the kingdom, as head of the royal family, the King of Hyrule oversees all lands and races. Actor Richard Armitage would play a perfect and noble king, strong-willed, outspoken, and a great leader. Armitage has a record of playing authoritative roles, including King Olron in Alice Through the Looking Glass, Thorin Oakenshield from the Hobbit trilogy, and the brooding Guy of Gisborne from BBC's Robin Hood. His commanding voice would be a suitable fit.
The Arkenstone is in this mountain! It is a trick!
How epic would it be to see a standoff scene between Ganondorf and Richard Armitage fighting for the throne of Hyrule? In Ocarina of Time, the character Malon meets Link in Hyrule Town Market. Later, Link visits Lon Lon Ranch, meeting Malon again, and introducing the young hero to her horse Epona, teaching Link Epona's song. I believe Natalia Dyer radiates this role, best known as Nancy Wheeler in the hit show Stranger Things. Just by her red hair and blue eyes, she resembles adult Malon perfectly. I can totally see Malon play a greater ally role to Link. In Stranger Things, Nancy Wheeler uses detective skills and demonstrates a great keen eye for clues. She is constantly investigating when strange incidents occur and is determined in discovering the truth, not to mention her marksmanship. In Ocarina of Time, young Link encounters the Running Man in Hyrule Field. Jerry Traynor from iCarly and Drake and Josh would be my ideal choice, or honestly, any whimsical character. He just looks like a funny character ripped out from the Zelda games. Just have him put on some elf ears and let him have his fun. For the Lord of the Rings trilogy, New Zealand served as the home location for Middle-earth. With its lush landscapes, snowy mountains, and beautiful green scenery, I imagine New Zealand and maybe utilizing other countries like Ireland, Scotland, and Norway as filming locations for the Kingdom of Hyrule. On March 29, 2025, the Film and Television Industry Alliance reported the shoot date for the Legend of Zelda movie is scheduled to film November 4th, 2025 to April 7th, 2026, in the country of New Zealand, which makes me very happy. New Zealand's colossal environment makes me very excited about what Wes Ball plans to do for this movie. Peter Jackson emphasized the use of large miniature models when filming the exterior shots for The Lord of the Rings. With the help of Richard Taylor's Weta Workshop and miniature director of photography Alex Funke, they created such a grounded environment, using miniatures and live-action sequences and layering each shot to create something fantastical and realistic in depth. I can see the same process being used for the Legend of Zelda movie, utilizing large miniature models for Hyrule Castle, the Great Deku Tree, Death Mountain, various dungeon locations in order to capture that realistic architectural tone that was perfected in Jackson's trilogy. Using actual film rather than digital would also create that grittiness in order to avoid oversaturation that fantasy films unfortunately suffer from. Makeup, costumes, and props Weta Workshop created for the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy would be completely adaptable for a Legend of Zelda movie. In an interview with Polygon, Ball said that an entirely mocapped version, The Legend of Zelda, probably isn't his choice, with a laugh. Instead, he said the project has to be a little more grounded and real. but Ball was also careful to say that he couldn't say much about the movie just yet. Many Zelda games include various enemies, bosses, and monsters, which Link battles during his quest. Whether it be Redeads, Gibdos, or Moblins, I hope Wes applies facial prosthetic materials, foam latex bodysuits, fake teeth, colored contact lenses, and makeup for actors performing as Ganon's minions, including realistic large and small animatronics for enemies like Queen Goma, Deco Scrubs, Dodongos, Stalfos, Skulltulas, etc., similar to the animatronic dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Since New Zealand is reported to be the film's filming location, Weta FX seems the most likely choice for any CGI and motion capture sequences, similar to Gollum in The Lord of the Rings and the Na'vi in James Cameron's Avatar movies. I can see motion capture being applied to the different races in Hyrule, such as the Gorons and the Zoras. With Weta's technology, it would be awesome to see these creatures come to life in a realistic way. Industrial Light and Magic is known for creating the motion capture effects of Davy Jones from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, who is one of my favorite movie villains. I mean, look at this detail from 2006. If prosthetic makeup looks too silly for certain characters, I would apply motion capture for Gandorf, considering his multi-layered appearance and intimidating presence. Though I imagine this movie to be made in a similar style to Lord of the Rings, Wes Ball stated, quote, "This awesome fantasy adventure movie that isn't like Lord of the Rings. It's its own thing. I've always said, I would love to see a live-action Miyazaki. That wonder and whimsy that he brings to things. I would love to see something like that." One of my favorite filmmakers is Hayao Miyazaki, founder of Studio Ghibli, and creator of such beloved animated films such as Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and Kiki's Delivery Service. This is a very good sign. A Zelda movie in the style of a Miyazaki movie would be a breath of fresh air, literally, which is an irony, considering the similarities between Studio Ghibli and Zelda games such as Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time. The whimsical charm emitting from Zelda and Ghibli are its colorful characters, environmental atmosphere, and sacredness of the mystical. Each frame from a Miyazaki movie is more like a breath. They are not loud, obnoxious, or quick to get to the next thing, that allow the viewer to absorb and contemplate. There is beauty, even what we in the West consider mundane. In Princess Mononoke, there was always this presence of something beyond. Atmosphere plays such an important role in these stories. When watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Wes Ball really captured the essence of that atmosphere in the environment. Link and Ashitaka are very similar in nature. Both are courageous heroes who desire to pursue righteousness and heal those who have been infected with evil, whether it be malice in the heart or the disease of evil, corrupting what was. Link purges the evil in the dungeons and temples, while Ashitaka becomes the bridge between the forest spirits and the humans, bringing peace to both who are hostile against one another. I am looking forward to see what Wes Ball has in store for the Legend of Zelda movie. I personally would love to see a Majora's Mask standalone movie, considering it is my favorite game of all time, next to Ocarina of Time. But I see Nintendo doing what they did to the Super Mario movie, blending all the Mario games together and molding it into one big story, one universe. Quote, "This movie is being developed and made in the closest possible collaboration with Shigeru Miyamoto. He's a true genius in that world, and it's really his strong vision that is motivating it. He created it and understands it thoroughly. You only have to look at the results of Super Mario Bros. To see. If they make Zelda a live-action trilogy, I assume they will take elements from all the Zelda games and blend them together. I completely trust that Shigeru Miyamoto and Wes Ball will make the Zelda movie the best it can be." Please like and subscribe for more Zelda-related content.